Another very common strategy under the active investor category, but is also a blend of that and long-term wealth building, is the BRRRR strategy. That is the buy, renovate, rent, refinance, then repeat. With the BRRRR strategy, the primary objective is what I refer to as the velocity of money. You're essentially buying a property, you are renovating it, you are forcing its value up, then you turn around and you now have a beautifully renovated property that you're gonna rent, but because the value is up, you're able to refinance it, pull money out, and then take some money to your next deal. And when you pull your money out, sometimes you'll be able to pull your renovations money and additional money to take to your next deal, and sometimes you may be able to pull less. But essentially, that's the exercise you go through, and you hold on to this property for the long term, and it will cash flow after you refinance it, and therefore you will receive cash flow. Now you have a renovated property, you're paying down the mortgage over time, and it also has the potential to appreciate. So it's a blend between the long-term wealth building strategy and the active investor model, because it does give you money at hand if you do it right, to take it to your next deal and to continue to grow using the same method. Here are the common financing mistakes. The first one is what I call the refinance trap, and the second one is the fixed rate trap. The refinance trap refers to getting stuck at the time you want to take money out because the lender you're working with has what's called a seasoning period. They are not willing to refinance the property once your renovation is done. As a real estate investor, obviously, you want to finish the project and you want to get your money out as soon as you can at the higher value so you can pay yourself back for the investment you've made, and you can also take some money to your next deal. But not all lenders will allow you to do that, and that is called the refinance trap. The other trap is what I call the fixed rate trap, and that is locking into a fixed rate upfront when you acquire the property, and that will limit your flexibility significantly when it's time for you to take your money out, because it may result in hefty penalties if the current lender is not willing to do the deal for you. So what are the strategic solutions and the pro tips here? Your refinance strategy must be designed before you enter the deal. You must have a financing plan with your mortgage broker before you enter the deal. And here are the key things that you need to keep in mind. The first one is determining upfront what is the value of the property is projected to be once the work is done. So it's important to do what's called an as-is appraisal of what it's worth today and an as-complete appraisal of what it will be worth tomorrow with an appraiser who is on the approved lenders list for the lender that will eventually do your refinance, and your mortgage broker can guide you with that. By doing this, you have a peace of mind that the property will be worth at least close to what you think it's going to be worth. Mind you, the market may shift and that may change things, but still that is part of your due diligence. Also, by having this done upfront and working with a mortgage broker upfront, to determine the type of loan you will be able to get once your project is done, you're getting peace of mind that you will be able to get this amount of mortgage once you're done, at the amortization that you desire, at the rate that you desire. You don't want to be in a situation where you're done with your project to learn that you cannot refinance, or you can only get so much out, or your terms will be a lot more expensive. So upfront planning of your exit refinancing is super, super important. The other tip that I have for you is to take a variable rate mortgage. Do not take a fixed rate mortgage on a BRRRR. Give yourself flexibility. There is absolutely no guarantee that you would be able to go back to the lender that you're currently working with to refinance. So you want to keep your options open. If you want to switch over to another lender, taking a variable rate mortgage will allow you to do so with the minimal penalty possible. It's typically a 3 months interest penalty. So give yourself flexibility when it comes to the BRRRR strategy. And ideally, go to a lender with a one-stop shop. What do I mean by that? There are lenders that understand the BRRRR strategy and there are lenders that don't. And I typically advise clients that we take the purchase to a one-stop lender, someone that will give the initial mortgage on the property, which is typically at 80%, and someone who is willing to refinance it once the work is done, but where the client qualifies as well. So if we can do it all with a one-stop lender, that will save you money. And my last tip for you is to access your equity strategic. Once you complete the work, you want to obviously refinance at the higher value. It would be ideal not to break the original mortgage that you got on the property and to be able to get either another mortgage to pull out your money or a line of credit to pull out your money. If from the get-go you are working with a one-stop lender that offers what I call an advanceable mortgage product, then they can give you the first mortgage to finance the deal, but when you're done the project, they can set up a parallel mortgage to that first mortgage to get your money out without breaking that first mortgage. So for a BRRRR strategy, working with a lender that offers an advanceable mortgage or what's called an advanceable line of credit would be ideal to help you save and pull your money out effectively. And you can lean on your mortgage broker or our team here at Streetwise Mortgages to help you strategize all of these elements to make your BRRRR most successful. You can reach out to us at info@streetwisemortgages.com, which you will find in the link of the description of this video.